if he can settle down.
Ben Brown still at the left guard. Second down.
Yo, May! Yo, this is the worst May. Yo, no, not a pick six, no! No, this is the worst that I've seen May have in his entire fucking life. Dude. May is literally off the fucking spectrum. Dude, May. You look fucking terrible! Holy shit, bro. Bro, I've never seen him look this bad. Even his rookie year last year, bro. This is terrible. Dude, May, you're going up against one of the worst defenses in NFL fucking history, moron. What are you doing?
Super Bowl MVP with Baltimore.
That's 25.
Flacco will go underneath.
Yes! Big six! Marcus! Go! Let's fucking go, Mojo! Come on! Woo! That was such a baited pass, Flacco. Fuck wrong with Flacco. Woo!
Third down and 10. 5 men coming up. There's a throw.
Nice pass break up.
Tinsley at the 7. No flag on the field. 4th and 10. Davis.
Another 4th down.
And they had Woodson back there too.
Ooh.
Play clock at 2. Flacco. Oh, they're bringing everybody. Hit as he throws. And
Yes! Marcus Jones PBU.
Gesicki was in the sights.
No flag?
18 seconds to go, and that is it.
This video is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is a daily fantasy sports app where you can win money by just picking higher or lower on each projection in sports, including the NFL, NBA, MLB, esports, and so much more as well. New customers can use my sign-up code, your boy John, YABOYYJOHN, and win $100 by just simply placing a $5 entry over Underdog. Thank you to Underdog for sponsoring this video. Yo, what's up, guys? Everyone, today, man, I'll be talking about my New England Patriots getting a 26-20 win over the Cincinnati Bengals and moving on to 10-2, the #1 seed in the AFC. I'll be honest with you guys, this is probably the second worst win of the season for the Patriots. The first one, I mean, not the second worst win, but the second most infuriating win. The Falcons game was so damn infuriating, but they actually have a really good amount of talent that was actually healthy. The Bengals were without their superstar quarterback, Joe Burrow, superstar wide receiver in Jamar Chase. Last drive of the game, they didn't have T. Higgins, unfortunately. Praise to him. He knocked his head on that second to last drive, the Carlton Davis pass interference. And they didn't have their star pass rusher in Trey Hendrickson. You know what they did have, though? The best running game against the Patriots this season. You know what Patriots didn't have today? Milton Williams. So, and obviously we lost both Noel Campbell and also Jared Wilson. Hopefully they're good, according to my dog Dana Rahman, who obviously worked with Scout DNFL. He says, according subject to further testing tomorrow, both Will Campbell and Jared Wilson are believed to have sprains. Neither injury is considered long term as of now, per his source. But yeah. So first things we're gonna talk about how awful of a first quarter that was with the Patriots, especially for Drake May. You know, we have him comfortably in the MVP race. He was one of the leading candidates, and now potentially being out of the top 3 now because of how terrible he was in that first quarter. It was generally awful. I was like, is Drake May off that good? Like, I don't know what the hell was going on. He was just the inaccuracy, indecisiveness, the overthrows, throwing a pick 6 to Geno Stone. It's like, Drake May, man, I really think the world of you, but that was Drake May of last year. I was like, oh, I gotta pump the brakes. I don't know if I'm gonna buy his jersey yet. Now, I haven't bought his jersey yet, but I was like, I want to make sure he's really that guy, because that's when I got. I was Brandon Brady right now, but that's when I got with Matthew Judon. He ended up leaving the Patriots, and now he's getting ran past by May for a touchdown against the Dolphins. With the Patriots just can't beat Tua. Finally beat him with Drake May now. Besides the point, that first quarter from Drake May was terrible. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear about the pressure. I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to hear about that. Because the Bengals can make a million excuses. It's Drake May. That first quarter was terrible football. I don't need people to start sugarcoating this and sugarcoating that. Just call it how it is. You praise him when he's playing well, and we talk about him in a negative light when he's playing bad. It is what it is. You cannot be a yes man, okay? Drake May had a terrible first quarter. Outside of that, though, especially towards the Hunter Henry first touchdown, that was when he started off with the Ramondre screen pass to this, to that. That's when Drake May started to let the things go down. But at the end of the game, also in the fourth quarter, he checked with Stephon Diggs, and he wasn't able to connect to them. And that's a play where you need to be able to make that play. Not a beautiful pass to Pop Douglas. He had he threw a pass that led to a pass interference on Dax Hill to Kayshon Boutte. A couple of nice plays today. He was in stride with Hunter Henry, but we got to be honest, bro. Overall, Drake May, my dog, disappointing against the worst defense possibly in contention for the worst defense in the history of the NFL. Now, we did have his largest passing yard total in his NFL career, 294. Still couldn't get 300 even against the Bengals. Ugh, tough. But besides the point, the run offense today was terrible. The run defense today was terrible. But I don't know what it is. This defense, when it matters most in the last drive of the game-winning drive, they come through, man. You know, a couple of moments they didn't. Marcus Jones gets beat by Tinsley on that 4th and 7 right through his hands. But Carlton Davis, man. We'll talk about him in my ups and downs. I'm really trying to look at anybody else if I should mention for these ups and downs. But ups, Hunter Henry, just a phenomenal game today from Hunter Henry. If there's anybody else, Andy Borregales had a great game today as well. Outside of that, though, I'm trying to remember anybody in particular. I would say Marcus Jones. Yeah, Marcus Jones, pick 6. Why not? But he had a play where he got beat by Mitch Tinsley. But yeah, pick 6. Yeah, pick 6. Even though anything egregious, yeah, you should be able to get that. Outside of that, though, yeah, not really anything eye-popping from what I'm seeing off the top of my head. Mind you, this is recording this at 11:30 Eastern, so this is about presumably like 7 hours after the game, so there's not everything ingrained in my brain. Now, I have seen all the interviews and things like that, and I did hear that Vrabel didn't pre-tunnel, give everybody that congratulations or daps, things like that in the locker room and things like that, or in the tunnel or whatever, or inside the building, whatever the hell it was. But yeah, Patriots were down 10-0 in the game, and they ended up coming through with the comeback. Shout out to them, but to not have been that hard at all. Obviously, of course, they also make a 63-yard field goal to end off the first half with Evan McPherson, career-long. Surely! Yeah. Now, that was my ups. Now, to my downs, I'm going to be honest with you. Gonzo. Now, I have Gonzo on this pedestal of one of the top 5 cornerbacks in the NFL. I'm not going to lie, Gonzo, what you've been playing this season, maybe have to talk about demoting Gonzo out of that top 5 cornerback list right now. Not conversation, but list. And it's like, Gonzo, you're getting beat by wide receiver 4, Mitchell Tinsley in the clutch. Like, that just can't happen. A beautiful thrown ball, good catch over his head by Mitchell Tinsley. But, dude, I'm sorry, Gonzo. That can't happen. That cannot happen. The run defense today was abysmal. That's a down. Red zone offense. Oh, my God, the amount of times the Patriots were in the red zone multiple times and didn't get a touchdown. The run game is non-existent. The run blocking is non-existent. Goal line back, supposed to be Ramondre Stevenson. They gave him the ball on 4th down after the second 4th down or 4th and goal to that drive, and he gets stuffed. Now, maybe I'm conservative, but I would like Vrabel at that point to maybe go for the field goal. I don't know, just me. But yeah, that red zone offense was terrible against a fucking despicably terrible Bengals defense. Shit that just cannot happen. And obviously the injuries, losing Jared Wilson, Will Campbell, Kyrus Tonga. Let's see if anything slips in my mind towards the end of the video. But yeah, praise to Will Campbell and Jared Wilson. Run game is non-existent once again. Ramondre Stevenson, yuck. Terrible. Ramondre today, I don't care what he did in pass pro or this dude. He was fucking terrible today. Absolutely terrible. And it's very disappointing because a year ago, he won the Patriots a game against this Bengals team in the opening game of the season for Gerard Mayo's first win of the season in his first career game as a coach. And then he plays today, and he looks like he was running in quicksand, just was getting the Patriots at most like a yard, if not getting a lot of scrimmage or getting a negative yard play. Like, Ramondre just looked terrible. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I really just, dude, he looked terrible. Holy shit. Not that Travion looked like a world beater or anything like that, but holy shit, that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah. And just talking about May overall, like, was he on that good in the first quarter? Like, I don't know what that was still. Like, huh? But now we're on to the Patriots versus, actually, before that, let's get into this. Milton Williams, we missed you, brother. Milton Williams, please come back. No, she's the Bengals are banged up as well, but Milton Williams, man, my God. Miss you badly, brother. Miss you badly. And also, can we get an elite pass rusher? The fact that we got like 1 sack and it came in the first quarter for Harold Landry after chasing on multiple chances to get a sack on him. Got a dumb offside penalty and almost sacked him right after that. But thankfully just threw it down on the ground and like that. But holy shit. Patriots taking notes at home. Patriots currently have an O-line that is depleted, a second-year quarterback who's now starting off games cold as a new gimmick of him. They have no running game. They have a very, very sketchy pass defense. And now their run defense is gashed without one of their better players overall in Milt Williams. So what a time to be alive for your New England Patriots. But yeah, I would have loved to have an edge rusher, you know. I would have taken anybody, even like a depth guy. Like, I really wanted Phillips. Thibodeau would have been good. I'm not even asking for Myles Garrett, who is a dog. 3 sacks tonight as well. He's, 17? Going for the record. Guy's insane. I wasn't even asking for, like, Max Crosby. Would have been on a reel. But, dude, you need to have an elite pass rusher. Like, you just need to. Like, again, that's why I had the Patriots, like, barely clicking on as a top 5 team in the AFC as an unbiased fan. Like, it is what it is, sadly. You know what I'm saying? Like, this team has flaws. It just does. Right now, it's screaming first round exit, sadly. It is what it is. Yeah. Down to the Patriots notes. Jared Wilson, he went down, unfortunately, in the first quarter. Hopefully it's just this rain at the very most. Brandon Brown came in the game, played a pretty solid game of football. That was the ankle injury for Jared Wilson on the opening drive. He was listed with questionable, then ruled out towards basically the end of the game. I'll be honest, I had this written down. I know he's hyperbole and it's the heat of the moment, but I was like, can anybody recall a single good play from Craig Woodson? He gets beat on third and three by a catch by Mike Gesicki in his return back off the IR in the first quarter, and then ended off a 54-yard field goal from Evan McPherson, just killing us today, unfortunately, I guess. 0 for 3. I mean, 0 at that point the Patriots are down 0-3. Malik's offer right now, indecisiveness, inaccuracy. Good tackle on special teams by Marte Mapu. Can they please pressure Joe Flacco? Chase on, what the fuck are you doing at this play where it's 4th and 5? Obviously hard count by the Browns towards the end of whatever the clock. And he goes offside very egregiously. And thankfully they end up getting a stop at the end of that on a Harold Landry, the second sack. Just a dumb penalty by Caleb Von Chason, who's been the Patriots' easily best pass rusher this season. And it's like, again, this guy is a 1-year flyer contract. He's your best pass rusher. This is a guy you took a chance on, and he's your best pass rusher. And you didn't think to pair him with somebody else. Elliot Wolf for you, ladies and gentlemen. If I speak on Mr. Wolf, didn't make a single move when the team has cleared flaws at the trade deadline, by the way. If I speak on Mr. Wolf, made with the dumbest throw of all time for a pick 6 by Geno Stone. Genuinely a horrible quarterback play. Like, genuinely, he needed to get that out of his system, unfortunately. No excuses. Terrible play. He made a bad throw like the play before that to Diggs. Somehow made the catch on that. Just generally a bad May game. Like, again, he has the most passing yards in his NFL career in this game, but this was not a good Drake May game at all. Not at all. Don't care what anybody says. Morgan Moses then ends up going down. Thankfully, he's coming back into the game. He came back in at the in the second quarter with a little over 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. How do you just lose your juice, Drake May? Like, I don't know what that was. And if May ends up fumbling and recovering his own fumble. First good throw of the game. Finally, a little over 11:30 in the second quarter. Ramondre Stevenson, screen pass for like a couple yards. Then Hunter Henry wound up in touchdown. At that point, was 7-10 in favor of the Bengals. Tonga went down. Don't know if we got an update. Hopefully, just came back in. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Marcus Jones with the pick 6 at the Hall of Fame bait from Brooks, the like third string running back of the Bengals. I was like, throw it. I was like, no. Watch him. I was off your screen pass. Read like a book. That boy Mojo, baby. Come on! Hall of Fame bait, baby. That got me rocking. Welcome back, Hooper. He had a couple of catches today. Kevin Harlan, mispronunciation. He was calling him Justin Hooper. He was calling Cyrus Tonga, this, that, dude. Kevin Harlan was off that. Good. Borgales said to make a 41-yard field goal. At that point, it's 17-10 Patriots. 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Then they have to like a 16 or 19-yard catch by T. Higgins. They end up making a 63-yard field goal with Evan McPherson. Before that, though, they got called for a penalty. The Bengals did. After like a 67-yard return by Charlie Jones, trying to bring a touchdown back a couple of years ago off the top of my head. God did. Was it maybe like a Bears game? Off the top of my head. Chase Brown was literally killing us today. Again, we faced Chase Brown's a really good running back, but we faced Bijan Robinson, Devon Achane, Aston Genty. You always know Chase Brown's been a lot better than Genty this season, especially in the running game. But overall, though, a lot of good running back this season, and was the first one to really kill us, Chase Brown. So congratulations, Chase. Hopefully that's just because of the loss of Milton Williams and not a sign of things to come for the New England Patriots. But yeah. McPherson ends up hitting a 63-yard field goal. I'm so sure. Pop Douglas, baby. Back-to-back plays. Pop. 37-yard catch, and then on third down, and then a 14-yard end-around play on first down for 51 yards, just like that from DeMario, a.k.a. Pop Douglas. Dax Hill then gets beat by Kayshon Boutte, so he commits a pass interference. I can't talk right now. Holy shit. By the way, that was Dax Hill's like first of 3 PIs in that game, which is absurd. And then we ended up getting one on Matt Collins' OPI on Dax Hill. Yeah, but Boutte, I was like, oh shit, Boutte's on the field? Because I was like, bro, I didn't even see him all game. And then until that play happened, I was like, what? Anyways, shout out to Boutte, but Jesus Christ, dude, where the fuck were you? Did he play limited snaps after that injury or what? Because him and May had a deep ball connection like crazy before he went down. Then Matt Collins gets called for a 10-yard penalty on second and goal on Dax Hill, and then goal line stand by the Bengals. Fourth and goal, dope pass to complete the digs. They call PI, and then go again, 10-yard penalty. Hunter Henry down to the 1. That makes it like third and goal. Stopped, and then stopped on fourth and goal. Ramondre Stevenson, not gonna kick the field goal. It's like 10 straight plays. I don't know what is wrong with this team, unfortunately. Drock picked by Jalen Hawkins after, unfortunately, Spillane hit him. Dude, gotta stop. Will Campbell then gets injured, gets carted out with a towel on his head, unfortunately. Pretty was crying. Praise to my dog, William Campbell. Loving the door on my left side of the line. Will Campbell and Jared Wilson. They just talked about the rookie, not the rookie, but the O-line dinner on every Thursday, and then they go out on Sunday and get injured, unfortunately. Hopefully my dogs are good. But yeah. No. And Vidarian Lowe came in. I'm not gonna lie, Vidarian Lowe was low-key solid. So shout out to Vidarian Lowe. Never thought I would say those words after last year, but whatever. Cook. My rookies though, man. Damn. Welcome back, Kayshon. But he didn't really do anything, but he was back, and he did, have a play in that PI that was called with Dax Hill guarding him. So cool. Matt Collins made a good catch. Borgas made a 45-yard field goal to make it 20-13 with 104 in the third quarter. Holding on Ben Brown. Campbell is questionable. Jared Wilson is out. Hunter Henry for 23 yards right after that. Welcome to the game. Kyle Williams for 17 yards. Good run for first by Drake May. What a game by Hunter Henry at that point. He had 7 for 115. Damn, Unk. Borgalis, 19-yard field goal to make it 23-13. All 4 red zone offense by the Patriots once again. Pass interference on Carlton Davis as he was guarding T. Higgins, and he went down. Praise for T. Higgins. Gonzo gets beat by a wide receiver 4 or maybe 5, I don't know, in Mitchell Tinsley for a touchdown to make it 20-23 with 4:40 remaining. Good 37-yard return by Kyle Williams. Enough of the Efton Chisholm at kick returner gimmick. Kyle Williams really should have been there from day one. I don't know why. Somebody tell me why Marcus Jones, is it because of fatigue, whatever, why he only does punt return, not kick return as well. But shout out to Kyle Williams. Shout out to bro. What is this Ramondre Stevenson gimmick? Just terrible ball from Ramondre Stevenson. Stephon Diggs on third down for 14 yards. Bang. 3rd and 7, incomplete to Diggs. Dude in the tight window, like 2 people there, like a corner and a safety there. Good pressure by number 49 of the Bengals. Not to just call his number out, but number 49 on the Bengals, which is Barrett Carter, a rookie in the second round. Shout out to bro. Yeah, back where I was at. Then we end up hitting a 52-yard field goal with that boy Andy Borregales. He's been on fuego. To make it 26-20 with 151 remaining. Nice prac. And then, feel like it ends up going a little bit. We're talking like midfield now. I'm like, oh, brother, here we go with gimmicks. Nice pass breakup by Carlton Davis on 31. Marcus Jones gets beat by Tinsley then on 4th and 7. Carlton Davis gets beat by Yosivas. And then Carlton gets another pass breakup. And then another pass breakup. And then Marcus Jones gets his own pass breakup for game. No flag. Good pressure by Kayvon Chason. Thankfully, didn't get a single flag. Some people like Bills being like, oh, we got game deciding calls, this, that, and the third. Sadly, weep. But yeah, that game could have went either side. You know, the Patriots gave a pick 6 to the Bengals, and then they gave a pick 6 back to us. So 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. It is what it is. But now onto the Patriots statistics, and then we'll break my way to the Bengals. Drake May today. Sacks can be deceiving. 22 of 35, 294 passing yards, a touchdown, interception. Took a sack. By the way, that pick was a pick 6. It got a 9-yard sack. They were sacked for 9 yards. A QBR of 63 in a rating. The fact that I do remember this, can't remember this today, and I just talked about this the other day. Dude, holy shit. A passer rating of, what's it called? 87, a QBR of 63. You know, not a good May game at all. 37 would have helped them for a game potentially, instead of having a defense, you know, have a game-winning stop. But they came through, so sure, why not? Trevion Henderson today, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was too harsh on him, I guess. 18 carries, 66 yards, 3.7 yards a carry. You know, I need him averaging at least 4, but 3.7. Again, this is one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. They are probably the worst, them and the Giants. And they're one of the worst defenses in the NFL overall. But the Patriots are also awful at run blocking. He had a couple nice runs, a couple like so it is what it is. But longest yard today was 9. Drake May 5 for 22. Pop Douglas 1 for 14 on the ground. That was. If I speak of Ramondre Stevenson, oh my god, that shit on my screen right now, my MacBook Air right now. Ramondre Stevenson, number 38. 6 carries for 5 yards. If I speak on Mr. Stevenson, yuck. Longest yardage was 3 yards, if I speak. Terrell Jennings, government mandated carry 1 for 0. He also ran the ball in the on the goal line as well, and he wasn't able to get in. Hunter Henry, 7 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown right here.
The first down. Henry, the tight end, led him in receptions a year ago. Here we go, 1st and 10, escaping.
Finally made touchdown. Holy shit. Louis threw his first. Only 3 good passes in the game in the last drive. Thank you, Hunter Henry. Holy shit. This was absolutely massive. The Patriots were at that point down 0-10. They did anything. Hunter Henry wide open. Makes the play. Throwing the money. Touchdown, Patriots. 10 targets today. Shout to Henry, man. I was listening to Patriots Press Pass, and they had a guest on from the Cincinnati Press Pass, or Cincinnati CLNS, and they were talking about how they used to be with the Patriots, and that people against them that usually kill the Bengals defense, that is abhorrent, just absolutely dog shit, terrible, are running backs and tight ends. We saw that today with Hunter Henry. He's been quiet recently, but he's did his thing today. Obviously, we know, as ball knowers, that the Bengals have one of the worst defenses in the NFL. As a betting man, they have one of the worst passing and run defenses in the NFL. So, shocker. That's why I was like so timid early on. Like, May, what are you doing? This is the best matchup you'll face all season on paper. This defense is fucking dog shit. They don't have their pass rusher in Trey Hendrickson. What are we doing? What are you doing? Why are you playing like a drone? Why are you playing like a bot? Wake the fuck up. Anyways, Austin Hooper, shout out to good to have him back. 3 for 39. Pop, 1 for 37. Mac, 2 for 30. Diggs, 2 for 20. Kyle, 1 for 18. Booty, 2 for 15. I'm not gonna lie, don't really remember the. No, he did have 1 play for a first down. Shout out to Booty. Trevion, 3 for 15 through the air. And Ramondre Stevenson, 1 for 5. So he combined for 10 yards today and his 7 touches. Ramondre Stevenson football, if I speak. Patriots today, leading tackler wise was Carlton Davis. Carlton Davis today with 8 tackles. Sacks today, they had a sack there from Harold Landry II. Here it is right here.
Bait.
Try and get a cheap one right away.
This is bait.
If that doesn't work, you got to keep your eye on. Oh, there you go.
Oh my God! Chase, what are you doing, man?
Yo, I'm about to crash out.
Chase Brown the back, 3rd down and 5.
Where's the fucking pressure?
Get on, Jason! Finally!
Holy shit, Harold Landry. God damn.
With some assistance from Barmore, they pressured the pocket and knock him down back to the 45.
Tackles for loss, we only had one, funny enough. We had one from Harold Landry. Pass deflections, we had 5 today. 3 from Carlton Davis. Really felt like all 3 of them were when they mattered most in the last drive of the game. And 2 from that boy, Marcus Jones, including the game-winning PBU. Shout out to that boy, Marcus Jones. Pick 6 as well, which I'll get into in a little bit. Quarterback yesterday, we had 6. We had 1 from Kristen Ellis, 2 from Harold Landry, 1 from Jalen Hawkins, 1 from Caleb Von Chase, and 1 from Jeremiah Farms. Good to see my boy back. He had a pretty good role last year. Pretty solid last year. Shout out that boy, Jeremiah Farms. We got a touchdown off a pick 6 from none other than that boy, Mojo. Now, they did get beat by Tennessee on 4th and 7, but game-ending pass breakup. So at the beginning of the game, so at the beginning of the video, shout out to that boy, Marcus Jones, with a 33-yard pick 6 return touchdown on a just beautifully, like a book, read play by that boy Mojo. Rating Joe Flacco. Uncle Flacco, number 845, right here.
Super Bowl MVP with Baltimore.
Watch 25.
The back, Flacco will go underneath.
Yes! Pick 6! Marcus! Go!
Second pick 6 in this one.
Fucking go, Mojo! Come on!
And New England is
Woo!
for the first time today.
That was such a baited pass, Flacco. Fuck wrong with Flacco.
Back-to-back wins with a pick.
Woo!
This one's all on him.
Shout out to that boy, Marcus Jones, a.k.a. Mojo. Does anybody else call him Mojo, or did I just randomly say that today? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did, though. But yeah. And the kick return wise today, Kyle Williams 2 for 86, 28.7 through the air. Longs 36 on the last drive of the game for the Patriots. Charles Jennings 1 for 20. Punt returns today, Marcus 1 for 0. I'm not gonna lie, Marcus has been pretty quiet in the punt returns recently. If there's anything to what's it called, nitpick, has been Marcus Jones. You know, either fair catches them or he just gets minimal yardage on it, and it's like, you know, yeah, just nitpicking there. But yeah, shout out to Marcus Jones. Would love some longer returns though. Borregales 4 for 4, including a 52-yard field goal, made both of his extra points and counted for 14 points today. Shout out to that boy, Andy Borregales. Bryce Behringer, 2 punts for 98 yards, 49 yards per punt, 1 side of 20, no touchbacks, and the longest was 53 yards. They went to the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco, 19 to 37, 183, 1 touchdown, 1 pick 6, 1 sack today, QBR of 21.9, and a passer rating of 63.2. Just not a good Joe Flacco game today. Not gonna lie, it looked like he had crack infused them in that last drive of the game, but obviously they don't have the number 1 receiver in Jamar Chase, so that's pretty brutal. And the fact that Chase Brown was so good on the ground, so great on the ground today, that gave him some leeway to be like, yeah, you just hand this bitch off to Chase Brown and things of that nature. But yeah. And then Jake Browning today came in for 1 play. Looked like he dislocated his finger. Flacco after getting hit, like in this position. Freaks, not like that. 6'9" freaks. By Patriots defensive lineman. Came in, do a 14-yard pass for a first down conversion, and Flacco ended up coming in right after that. Chase Brown, 19 for 107 on the ground, including a 21-yard rush in like the 4th quarter. Yoshi Vash, or Yoshi Vas. Or is it Yoshi Vas or Yoshi Vash? Anyways, 1 for 5. Taj Brooks, 2 for 5. He was one that Flacco intended to throw the ball to on the Mojo. I keep wanting to say Marcus Jones or Mojo. On a Marcus Jones, a.k.a. Mojo, pick 6. Joe Flacco, 1 for 3 on the ground. Yoshi Vash, 4 for 61. Jasicki, 4 for 35. He had a lot in the first drive. He had like 3 for like 30 something on the first drive. I felt like maybe like 23, whatever it was. At least 3 catches in the first drive of the game though. T. Higgins 5 for 31, including a 19-yarder to end off or like a 16-yarder to end off the first half, which ended up giving them the position that he kicked the 63-yard field goal and hit it with Evan McPherson. Mitchell Tinsley 2 for 29 and a touchdown over Gonzo in the clutch. Chase Brown 2 for 23. Tanner Hudson 1 for 9. Noah Fant 1 for 9. He had one early on talking about a shoulder injury, and I just didn't see the remainder of the game, like the opening drive. Sample 1 on his 1 target for 0 yards. Charlie Jones, none in his 1 target, and Taj Brooks, none in his 1 target, which obviously was the mojo pick 6, like I've talked about ad nauseum. Lean tactics today for the Bengals. Holy shit. Barrett Carter with 16. Geno Stone with 13. They got a sack today from Jalen Davis. They got 3 tackles for loss today. 1 from Demetrius Knight Jr. I'm pretty sure I had a decent play today. Might have been not playing a tackle for loss. 1 for Joseph Asai, Chiefs legend. If you know, you know. 1 from Jalen Davis. And yeah. Pass deflections, they had 5 today. 1 from Geno Stone. They obviously had the pick 6 on Drake May. 1 from Dax Hill. 1 from Chris Jenkins, who also did say to watch out for him, Dax Hill, and DJ Turner. Didn't hear anything about DJ Turner, so he probably was doing his thing today, huh? And Diggs was not being found today, unfortunately. Gonna have to see the film, but did DJ just lock down Diggs or what? I mean, it was an awful game from May today overall, too, but gotta give credit where credit is due, if credit is due at that point, but we'll see. But yeah, Chris Jenkins Jr., 1 pass deflection. 1 pass deflection, yep. Joel Giles Harris, I'm pretty sure he's a former Patriot. That name sounds incredibly familiar. He has to be a former Patriot. Yep, he was a Patriot in 2024, yep. I sounded familiar. He played 3 games for us. He had 2 tackles in a game. I'm pretty sure he's on our practice squad and played in the preseason with us, I believe, as well. Miles Murphy. What's it called? Miles Murphy. No, actually wasn't him. Pass deflection, like mentioned by Joe Giles Harris. 1 pass deflection from DJ Turner. Quarterback kicks, they had 3. They had 1 from what's it called? 1 from Chris Jenkins Jr., 1 from Jalen Davis, 1 from Miles Murphy. I forgot if I mentioned quarterback kicks for the Patriots. I probably did, but yeah. Miscues, obviously had a pick 6 with Geno Stone off Drake May. That 32-yard pick 6. Kick return wise, Charlie Jones 3 for 72, including a 24-yard return overall, 26 yards the longest, and obviously the end of the game that being called back after the field goal by Borregales, the 67-yard return. Gary Brantwell 1 for 24. Taj Brooks 1 for 20. Punt return wise, Charlie Jones 2 for 14, 7 yards per punt. Including a 13-yarder for the longest, and the other one was 1 yard, obviously. Quick math. Evan McPherson, 2 for 2 field goals. Really impressive, 63 and 54 yards. 2 for 2 extra points. Counted for 8 points today for the Bengals. And punted the ball today 5 times for 227 with Ryan Recco. Apparently a pretty good punter. Shout out to bro. Don't know pronounce his name, though. Shout out to bro. 45.4 average, 1 touchback, 3 inside of 20, and a 60-yard field goal. 60-yarder with his longest punt. While Barron just with 53. Fears Ryan again. Recco. Shout out to Brodo. The Patriots are 10-2. Can't necessarily say that this is a top team in AFC. Again, this is the reason why I didn't have the Patriots as a Super Bowl contender. We're going with a team without their 2 superstars and star edge rusher, and you beat them by 6 points. You give Raf them a pick 6 with your prized possession quarterback who's doing his thing. Running game today was basically mediocre. Shout out to Travion, though. First quarter was awful. Defense showed up when it mattered most. Patriots are 10-2, and bye week relatively soon. Let's look at the schedule. Actually, I didn't look at this last week. I know the video is about 30 minutes now, but I didn't look at this last week, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this. Total yards, I always say, take it with a grain of salt. I just want to see these. Total yards to the Patriots, 392 to the Bengals, 307. Passing yards, 285 to the Bengals, 187. Rushing yards, 107 to the Bengals, 120. Yards per play, we have 5.9 to their 5. First downs, we had 21. They had 21. They had 20. Third down efficiency, 5 of 13. They were 3 for 13. Fourth down, we were 0 for 1. They were 2 for 3. Thank God I didn't convert that last fourth down conversion for the game. God did. What's it called? In love with the money is fucking more. I got everything I ever prayed for. No. Wasn't gone, Michael Jack, I'ma let her know. And if she do what she say, I can't let it go. Nah, I can't let it go. I can't let it go. On and on, shit goes on and on. Yeah. Shout out Kid Leroy, shout out Kid Leroy. Total plays today though, 62 to 67 for the Patriots, 67 that is, 62 for the Bengals. Sack, we both allowed one. Balls freaks. Punts, we punted 5 times, we punted twice. Penalty, we had 4 for 52. They had 6 for 65. We both didn't lose a fumble. We both threw interceptions. Both of them were costly pick sixes. Time possession, we had 33 minutes and 14 seconds to their 26 minutes and 46 seconds. Tackles, we had 28 to the 31. Field goals, 4 for 4, 2 for 2. Red zone, we were 0 for 2, and they were 1 for 1. Is that a new stat right there? They ended on field goals in red zone. 0 2 in the red zone, and 6-point dub. Unethical football. Now onto the Patriots schedule. Patriots schedule. Okay, the Patriots are, like I mentioned, 10-2. They now head next week against the New York Giants, who have one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL. It is going to be Drake May versus hopefully Jackson Arnold. James Winston had a great catch today on a pass from Patriots legend, kick returner legend, points wide receiver. Gunnar Olszewski just mossed Derek Barnes, and had elusiveness and stamina and balance to score a touchdown off that. Without getting out of bounds or getting tackled in bounds. But yeah, Jackson Dart hopefully against Drake May. This week is supposed to be Joe Burrow, and they played footsies in this and that and third, and ended up being Joe Flacco. So yeah, Patriots scope against a really, really poor defense for the Giants in terms of really. The run defense is pretty poor. The pass defense is decently poor, but they have a really good pass rush with, obviously, Brian Burns, with Dexter Lawrence, with Abdul Carter. Kayvon Thibodeau, who would have been a nice target for the Patriots in the edge rush. Monday Night Football will be seated for Jackson Dart versus Drake May. Or should I say Drake May versus Jackson Dart? God did. But yeah. Then after that, you have a bye week, and then after that, competition. It's Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens, New York Jets, Miami Dolphins wrapping up the season in Gillette Stadium, which is a TBD flex game because it might have scheduling things up for that. So you need to get this Giants game rolling again. Run the football. Hopefully they can run black. That we'll see either one of Jared Wilson or Will Campbell, unfortunately. So it's looking like Vidarian Lowe and Ben Brown. And then for the Patriots really to reel me in, because this already has went far beyond my expectations. If I really start feeling being confident about a team in a playoff setting, in 2 playoff setting games against the Bills and the Ravens, who are, for the last couple of years have been the hierarchy of the AFC, already obviously beat the Bills, and they've had their awards this season. And the Ravens offenses look very, very sketchy recently. They just got past the Jets. Narrowly getting past the Browns last week. Shout out to that boy Shador, by the way, getting a dub, 53-yard pass, and unethical or not, 60-something yard touchdown to Dylan Sampson. Got it. Yeah, win one of those 2 games. I feel very confident about it. Not very, but I feel decently confident. Right now, I'm not feeling confident. I'm just happy to beat her first round of the playoffs. But if they beat the Bills again, Bills fans have been talking so fucking spicy on my timeline. That'll be amazing. I don't really have any animosity towards the Ravens, but obviously beating them would be very good as well. Then the Jets, who, had a little bit of trouble with Thursday Night Football. And then the Dolphins, obviously, you always have trouble with and just barely got past them. But see what Rodgers as well. Obviously, got no Jalen Phillips now, and their defense, I would say, has improved since the last couple of weeks. So, yeah. Need to get one of those Bills and Ravens games for me to really feel like, okay, I'm not just happy to be here. I want to, not that I don't want to get a win, but I really feel like decently confident about it. Obviously, depending on who it is. If it's Mahomes again, oh, brother. God forbid it's like Josh Allen for the 3rd time. Like we faced them when Mac Jones went to the playoffs and they didn't punt a single time. We got absolutely bitched after bitching them that one snow game where did the ball like less than like 5 or 10 times and just ran the ball with Damian Harris. Bills legend. Now he's on NBC. With the #1 propaganda machine pumping up the Patriots. God, and after this week, I don't know about all that, but yeah. Schedule talk. Yeah. Very, very, nothing to write home about win, unfortunately, with the Patriots. Next week, though, Monday Night Football. Week from today, actually. It's Monday at 12 o'clock, midnight on the dot. But yeah. But other than that, yo, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's your boy John. Also, follow me on Playback, which I've streamed 10 hours today, going through the NFL, the Patriots, watching playing back and forth between these other games, and then watching the late 4 o'clock games, and then this, and then Sunday football just got off that. So then I'm here making a video. So yeah, I do NBA, NFL, MLB, WNBA, things of that nature. Tap in with your boy on Playback, and also show the kid a follow on Instagram. You know, be flicked up with the fam type shit. See some stories nowadays on here as well. I was about to my Snapchat, but my Snapchat it's an app of all time for me, that's for sure. But yapping aside, yeah. But other than that, yo, that is the video. Like I mentioned earlier, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Appreciate y'all watching the video. Have a great rest of y'all day. It's your boy John. Go Patriots, and I'm out, man. Peace.